What's up? Today we are doing Q&A SAMRO edition. So what I did is I went on to answerthepublic.com and I typed in register SAMRO. And these are the questions that I got based on what people are asking. So the first one, and just mind you, these are not full questions, they're just keywords that I've sort of tried to smoosh into questions. Is there a SAMRO registration fee? Yes, there is. It's 100 Rand. They implemented this on the 1st of June 2023. They said, no more free registrations. You're now going to pay 100 Rand. It's a one-off fee. Once you're done with it, you don't ever have to pay SAMRO money directly ever again. You just need to make sure that you're registering on the correct website, which is www.samro.org.za. The next question is, how long does it take to become a SAMRO member? The website advises that it's about 30 days. I know from experience it can be a bit longer than that, so I would say just account for about 45 or so days. If you don't hear anything back from them, give them a call. The number is on their website. Just ask them. Say, I registered 45 days ago and I've received nothing, received no communication back. They will ask for a little bit of information and then they'll be able to pull up and see how far your application is. They might tell you to do one or two more things, or they might say, hey, your application is done. At that point, ask them for your relation number, ask them for your IPI number, write them down, put them in your phone, keep those safe because you're going to need those for the future. How to register SAMRO online. So you're going to go to www.samro.org.za. And when you're there, you're going to either register as a composer or as a music publisher. If you've come to this video, chances are you're a composer. You might be a publisher, you might want to get into that, but for the most part, most people's entry point into becoming a SAMRO member is registration as a composer. So you'll open up the appropriate form and you'll start filling it out. The information there is quite basic. If you do need someone to go through it with you, you can phone the people at SAMRO. They can assist you with it. That's what they're there to do. That's what the agents are there to assist you with. If not, you can always then just go into your SAMRO office and then have a chat with the people there and they'll be able to go through the form with you. It's because I know that not English isn't necessarily everybody's first language. How to register with the SAMRO portal. The SAMRO portal is a nifty little area within the SAMRO website where you can log in and you can have a look at your profile. There are some resources on the portal that I suggest that if you get access to them, go through them. Remember, you don't have to memorize any of this stuff. No one's going to test you on whether you know this stuff, right? It's just there as a resource so that you know it's there. So there's the unit rate card, which tells you how much you get paid for each play on each broadcaster. There is other important information. You can see how much you've gotten in terms of royalties, and yeah, it's really nice. It's like your dashboard, right? Just do take note that sometimes it does take some time for your portal to update the amount of royalties that you've earned. It does take a bit of time. I don't know how long it is. I usually just check my portal maybe once or twice a year. It's not that often. Sometimes I get curious. I want to know where the money is coming from. How long does registration with SAMRO take? I'm going to answer this question a little bit differently to the question that I answered earlier, in that I want to talk about physically how long does it take, right? Because a lot of people say, I don't have time to do it. I'm not, I don't really want to deal with that. It's 25 minutes. 25 minutes of your day. As long as you have information on one song, so name of song, duration of song, people on the song, their aliases as well as their government names, the percentages that each of you are going to get on that song, right? That's the one thing that you need. You need a decent understanding of the English language. It doesn't have to be hectic. I think the most expensive terms on that form are next of kin and alias. I think everything else is pretty straightforward. And then that 100 Rand. Yeah, if you can get those three things lined up, when you get to your computer and you're able to make that payment, you have the song information because you've had the conversation with other artists, and yeah, you're able to read through the form, then it's fairly simple. Like I said, 25 minutes, I'd say 30 minutes absolute max, and your registration is done. Last question, how long does it take to become a SAMRO member? This one's a little bit tricky because there are various stages. So the first stage is applicant phase. That's your applicant stage. There, it's you trying to get all of the paperwork done. Once you're done and they've accepted your stuff, after 30 days, you become a prospective member. What this means is now you can start getting your music active, right? It's a good idea to now start sending it out to radio stations, pushing it out to sync, getting it seen and utilized as much as you can, and you can start earning royalties. Now, when you pass the threshold of 100 Rand earned within 3 years, then you can then be elected to then become an associate member. Only 100 Rand. I know a lot of people who are just, they're prospective members, but it's because they haven't gotten the right amount of royalties yet. Once you become an associate member, there are slight benefits that you get from being an associate member, and then in the same way when you become a full member, to become a full member, that works based on a point system. More information on that is on the website as to get points for certain things. Being a SAMRO member for a certain amount of time, earning a certain amount of royalties, you earn a certain amount of points, and then that pushes you up. The main differences with all of these levels is that you get access to things like the retirement fund and the funeral benefit, and being able to get voted in as part of the SAMRO board, right? All of this information, as I mentioned, is on the website, and it's probably a good idea just for you to go through all of that. Yeah, it is. It's quite simple, if I must be honest. Have a look at it. I mean, you can always ask me questions, but it's probably best just direct your questions through to the people over at SAMRO. That's what they're there to do. They're there to assist you to earn your royalties. Peace.